it's training me. It's getting me to do push-ups. It's getting me to do crunches. It's getting me to do boxing moves. It's getting me to watch videos on YouTube, dark videos, listen to crazy songs, satanic things, and watch bloodshed, stuff like that. I guess it's training me to show me what I'm gonna be bound to do. So the time comes where the voice wakes me up again when I'm off from work, and it says, "Reggie, wake up, it's time." And I'm like, "Time for what?" And I'm talking to this thing, face to face, and it's like, "It's time for the list." And I say, "Okay," and it says, the ego tells me to get a pen and paper, and tells me to start writing down names. I'm talking about this person just naming names, and I'm writing them down, and tells me to go on social media, look on pictures, write down these names. So I asked ego, "What is this list for?" After I was done with it, and it says, "This is your hit list." And I'm like, "Man, look." I was like, "Dude, I'm not a killer." And then he's like, "No. I'm not talking about killing them physically. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, just like they did you." And I'm like, "Okay." And I stop and I think about it. And it's something inside of me telling me, "Don't do it because you're going to regret it." And I'm like, fuck regret, because I'm going to make these people regret what they did to me. So I say, let's do it. I tell ego, let's do it, and we start doing it. So Reggie has to, deal with, being the person putting on the act of niceness. Ego is that dark person that comes out when you least expect it and fucks everybody up. I'm talking about destroy everything. So when he took over, he started messaging all these people, exes, my parents, elders, and my ex-coaches, ex-teammates, people from the league I used to play in, just everybody, and just fucking with them, fucking their minds up. And some of the people, it was funny, man, because it was like when ego took over, I blacked out. Reggie blacked out. But I still remember a little bit about what happened. So I'll wake up some mornings, man, and I'll see like my phone just blown up with text messages like, "Reggie, what was all this about?" And "Fuck you, I can't believe you said that to me, and I'm hurting. That scar's gonna last forever." And I'm scrolling down, and I'm looking about what I said, and this motherfucker deleted all the messages. So I don't even know what I said. I can't even remember. I remember him. I remember the list. I remember the people, because, they eventually came back and told me. But I don't remember what was said. When this guy took over, he took over in a way to where it had to be something that has never been said to these people before in their lives. And later on that night, I guess I called him meet. I called him out, and I was like, "Ego, come here." And he came out, and he was like, "Yes." And he was like, I was like, "What did you say to these people?" He was like, "What they deserve to be told." And I was like, "Man, I don't know about this." And he was like, "It's only the beginning, my friend." And I was like, "Come on, man, we taking this shit too far." He was like, "That's your problem. That was your grandma's problem. You guys let people run all over you and did nothing about it. But now it's time for you guys to fight back. And since your grandma can't fight anymore, it's time for you to do what she should have done to those that hurt her and for those that hurt you." So a few days come later, man, and my grandmother's funeral comes. So people are talking to me, and people I haven't seen in years are talking to me, trying to talk to me. And I'm just, in my mind, I hear ego talking. And he was like, be calm, you'll have your chance. My grandpa is trying to talk to me. I haven't talked to him in years. I'm not a friend of his. I don't like him. And it's my turn to talk on the podium. So I go up there. My mom's holding my hand, making sure I don't say anything out of line, and I don't think I did. So then ego takes over and starts blasting everybody. I'm talking about saying, that he you know, telling everybody who my grandmother couldn't stand, who hurt her, and all these things. And she told me this, and she really did. And just backfired on everybody. It was tons of people there that I said, you guys did us wrong. And you know you're wrong, but we forgive you. Even if you say that you forgive somebody, that shit hurts. So I figured out that ego was this thing inside of me, this beast inside of me that knew everything about me, knew everything about the people that I ever came in contact with. And his main objective was to fuck with them. And there was no stopping this guy. But this is when my whole life changed. One night I'm going to sleep, and a few nights after the funeral, a week or a few weeks after the funeral, and I'm going to sleep. And I hear another voice. But this time the voice is more symbolic, it's more nice, it's more mellow. And it wakes me up. And it was funny because it was right after Ego had came to me and told me that we were going to the gun store tomorrow. And I don't know what we were going to go get a gun for. But he wanted me to do something with a gun. So I guess this other person felt like, you know what, this is going too far. So come to find out, I'm closing my eyes and I'm seeing it, and I see Ego over here. And he's folding his arms, he's crossing his arms, and he got his lip poked out. And the other person, I look to my right, it's my grandmother.